Hello everyone, welcome to Tech Sharmat. In this session, we will discuss about another scenario where we will use gets UNF utility in order to fetch the information related to path maximum. Okay, so what is path maximum? Why do we need this? These are all things we are going to discuss in this session. But to start in a proper way, what we will do, we will start the scenario with the requirement discussion, and then later on we will try to use various type of approach to run the script, and we'll figure out the solution for it. Okay, so now, like some of you might be aware of this gets UNF utility because we have already discussed various things related to gets UNF utility in our previous session. So this is just a continuation of the same. Okay, so gets UNF utility is mainly used to fetch the information related to a configuration variable. Okay, so there are various type of configuration variable that we can fetch with the help of gets UNF utility. So today we are going to talk about path max variable. Okay, so as I show you here, I can show you here, like here it is written path max. I'll explain you each and every line written over here, but before that we will do the practical session. So here we will actually try some script, and we'll try to fetch the value for path max, and also understand like what value it is returning. Is it a case sensitive value variable or not? If it is, then what is the right way to write the syntax? So these all things we are going to discuss in this particular session. So let's start. So for that, firstly we will write work lnk enter. It will open work with the object link screen. Now on this screen, there are various files and directories already available. So I'll select the one which I want to use, which is TechSharmat, taking option 5 over here. And here you can see we have this path which is work with object link. Okay, now we are like after wrk lnk command, we got into this work with object link screen. From this screen, I just selected my directory which is TechSharmat, and here there are some previously created files like sharmat 1 2 3. Okay, so we are going to use the third one, but all of these files are already in executable mode, so I can use any of them. But for this particular demo, I'm going to use the third file. If you are also using the existing script file, so just check that your file should contain the executable permission, because if it does not contain the executable permission, then it might throw error. It will not allow you to call the script. Okay, and to make your file executable, you can refer one of our previous session where we discussed like how to make shell script executable using chmod command, so that you can refer from the playlist. For now, I'm assuming that your script is executable mode, so I'm taking option 2 over here. And right now we have just kept a few multi-line comment here. So as you can see, this comment is just for showing the topic and the session name. So presented by TechSharmat, session name is gets UNF utility in shell script. Because this is a continuation of gets UNF utility. In previous session also, like we have discussed various types of utility. Alright, so now it's time to run the script. So before that we will create it, so I'll just write here echo to write some text for the introductory purpose. So here we will write fetching, and after fetching we will write fetching and then path max, path underscore max. Always I write configuration variable in capital letters, because this is what we are supposed to do. Not only in echo, because in echo if you write in a small letter, then only it then also it will work. But the main thing is that if you make a habit of writing it in small letters, it will it's not a good habit, right? Because this should be in capital when we are writing in actual command. So that's why I always make a habit to write configuration variable always in capital letters, and utility in always small letters. Okay, again I'm saying that in echo it will not impact, but it's a thing of habit, so make a good habit. Okay, so fetching path max, and then we will write using fetching path max using get conf utility. Okay, then simply close your script. string. Okay, this is string is ended, so what this line will do, it will just print the text, and after printing the text we will use the actual command, which is get conf space, and then the variable name, configuration variable name is path underscore max, and then you can put the actual path. So the actual path is slash home slash sharmit. Okay, for now we will just keep only this path. Okay, so now this line will provide us the value or the limit for the path max. I'll explain you each and everything, like what is path max, why we are fetching it, but for now just focus on the script. Okay, so, and always write this in capital letters and this variable, this utility in small letters, otherwise it will give you error. So pressing F3 from here for save, F3 again for exit. Now we will run QSH, and here we can put the actual path of the script where we want to execute it. So slash home slash sharmit slash tech sharmit slash sharmit 3.sh and enter. Once I hit enter, it provides me this output, which is fetching path max using getConf utility, and the value is no limit. That means it is showing us no limit, but we were expecting to fetch something as a number, right? Then why we are getting no limit? I'll explain to you. But before that, we will try to change few things here. Like now, I'll directly run the same script command, same utility on directly QSH, just to show you the difference between the case sensitivity. Okay, so let me write getConf, then path underscore and max, then space and slash home slash sharmit. So if I run it here, you can see same output we are getting here, but we are not getting the text because it is written on the script and I am not printing anything here. So the main thing which I want to show is, like, if you change this path to small letters, although the value is same, path max is written here, but path is written in small letters. So in this case, it will give you error like this: configuration variable path max is not valid on this system. Okay, so always make sure that whenever you are using the variable, it should be only in the capital letters. Same goes with utility. If utility you change any of its letter to capital and then you try to run it, it will throw the error found searching for command getConf no such path or directory. So that's the reason it is always recommended, because without this you can't run script. So always make sure that you are putting utility in small letters and configuration variable in capital letters. So I hope this part is clear to all of you. Now we will do some theoretical discussion. So I have already prepared. Let's discuss it. So as I mentioned earlier, like getConf variable, getConf utility is a command that is used to query system configuration variables. Okay, so whenever you want to query system configuration variable, you can use getConf. Then we have pathmax. What is pathmax? This is a configuration variable that typically defines the maximum allowed length of a path name in the file system. Then we have slash home slash sharmit, the directory for which you are going to querying the maximum allowed path name length. Now if we conclude this output, which we have got no limit, which means when you run the getConf pathmax slash home sharmit and get the response no limit, it suggests that the system does not impose a fixed upper limit on the length of path names within that directory. This can happen in certain files systems configuration or environments where path length restrictions are either very high or effectively unlimited. Okay, so I hope this theoretical part is clear to all of you. Now we will quickly see like how we can run the same thing through CL, although we are discussing the same program again, but maybe some of you are directly referring this session. So just for them, you can simply write TCL, take F4, variable name, type, storage and length, then simply go for chgvar, provide variable name and the script of the file which you want to execute. Then later we can go with strqsh and the variable command. Okay, so you can compile it by taking option 14, and if it is not there, it will directly get compiled. Otherwise you cannot select option Y to replace the existing object. But for now I'm not compiling it because it is already compiled in my system and I'm facing some storage issues, so I'm directly calling it. So you can see it provides us the output fetching path max using getCNF utility, and output is no limit. Okay, so I hope this part is clear to all of you. In the next session we will discuss few more things, so thank you for watching TechSharma.